Warning.
You are now tuned in to 7 Mile Radio.
LSD Production.
7 Mile Radio.
Is it on? Yo. Another Hidden Hand Truth Talk Nation. This is Judo Awoke Ace. We got Mark from 7 Mile. Miz will be back next week. What's going down, Mark?
Man, same old shit, different toilet, bro. What's going on with you?
Man, you already know, man, there's a bunch of new shit that's popping off. But particularly, man, we're going to get into this Balenciaga, man. Everybody been talking about this week. Man, but, I've been broke this down, man. Balenciaga and a lot of the little kid photos, the kids in bondage photos that they've been putting on their Instagram that they took off. I think they closed their little Instagram accounts. People was all on their
Balenciaga closed their Instagram account.
or took all the pictures off, but people already downloaded, But so they already got the pics and shit. So they had the pics. I didn't know that the when kids holding a picture of a panda symbolizes brutality and child pedophilia, with the dark circle eyes. And then they had a picture with the kid holding a panda, and then the kid had dark circle eyes. And so people been breaking it down, man. You know what I'm saying? Also, they've been breaking down with the Kanye West relationship with Balenciaga. He trying to say he ain't affiliated with him right now, but he did some runway some events, runway shows
or something like that.
Right. So shit, man. Yeah, we're gonna get into that. Then we got some other other news later on. We're gonna talk about the China protests right now.
The hell going on in China?
Man, you got the anal swabs back. First of all, man, you already know we was talking about
swabs.
Yeah, they swabbing for the COVID. People just tired over in China, man. They've been on lockdown for 2 years. Then they get off lockdown, they put them back. And so I think we're going to see in a few weeks some uprising going on before the new year in China, man. There's a lot of shit going down. You got the police running around in hazmat suits. It's all kind of shit. We're going to break that down too, man.
Shit.
You got anything, Mark?
No, man. It's been a regular week for me for the most part. You know what I'm saying? Just watching current events and stuff that's going on in the community, around the neighborhood, stuff like that. So, but nothing really, stick out. Nothing really big happening.
Right.
I'm thinking about putting together an event for the end of January. I don't know exactly what I'm gonna do with that yet, or
like, you talking about this January or this coming up, right?
no, nigga, 2 Januaries from now.
No, what type of event you wanna?
No, probably just like I don't know, man, like a meet and greet for the network, kind of like the traffic jam again. You know what I mean? Something like that.
Right.
But then having the, more of the, more of the audience coming out. You know what I'm saying? More of a party as opposed to just the company party like we had last time with just the, more so the on-air personalities. We, have everybody come out. As many people as we can get out anyway.
Right. Yeah. Well, shit, man. Let's get into these picks, man. We got what we got, man? We got the WHO, the WHO, man, the World Health Organization, man, selects Mpox as a replacement for monkeypox, man, citing concerns of racism. What's up with that? We got Mpox.
So now you got to call it Mpox instead of monkeypox because it's racist.
Yeah, the white man said, you know what I'm saying? People been saying monkeypox is racist. But I'm like, what the fuck? We ain't never thought of that. That's some shit you feeling. You know what I'm saying? So now you want to make yourself feel good and say, man, we got to take the monkey off of it. You know what I'm saying? And call it Mpox.
That's like an inadvertent slap in the face. That was still racism in itself, like for them to say that. Because now what that says is that anything that there's not a monkey that you call like this. Anything that's associated with a monkey is now associated with black people.
Right. That's
what
they
say. Call something
saying.
monkey pox or monkey anything. It's almost like saying black person pox.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
That's racist to say in itself. So now we can't say monkey unless it's about an actual monkey.
We can't say monkey bread no more. Monkey bread or
anything.
Nothing monkey.
Brass monkey, the funky junkie.
Brass monkey, can't say brass monkey, funky monkey, nothing. Chunky monkey, what about the ice cream? Chunky
monkey, what about it?
That's racist too.
It's racist now because it's referring to black people.
Well, we might as well take all the monkey out of everything. Monkey wrench, everything.
Well, how about not calling monkeys now? Let's call them something else.
Yep, M's. Let's call them M's.
We can't even call them monkeys now.
Nope, it's racist, man. We gotta call them M's. Them M's at the zoo. So, because when I go to the zoo and I see, what I'm saying, the little exhibit titled monkeys, I feel like it's racist.
Yeah. So change the animal. Change the name of the animal.
They just changing everything, man. Mark, man, everything we know, man. They trying to change it and redo it. Refrigerator ain't gonna be refrigerator no more.
A lot of this shit needs to be changed, unlearned, and relearned.
Hell
They just
no.
unlearning and relearning the wrong shit.
Relearning. Shit. What else we got, man, popping? We got, so let's get into this racism. We got the CDC director, the Indian chick from India. CDC director slammed for calling the Tuskegee experiment a suffering sacrifice. I know motherfucker say, what? This chick come from India and say the experiment on black people, my ancestors in the Tuskegee experiment, is a sacrifice.
I mean,
for the greater good of medical.
Was she lying though? That's probably a sacrifice, meaning it was intentional. They did it intentionally for medical research purposes.
I think a lot of these foreigners, man, when they get these jobs, man, they come over and work for the government, come from other countries, man.
She didn't say Tuskegee was a choice. She didn't do the Kanye and say that it was. She said it was a sacrifice.
Sacrifice for the medical industry.
It was that a lie though?
I mean, you know,
I don't think it was a lie.
Well, I mean, you know, she got slammed on the net for that shit.
That's I mean, of course she would. That's just like how us saying right now today that the COVID experiment is basically an experiment and the sacrifice for everybody who passed away.
Oh, they give us misinfo for that. You already know. Hit us with the flags, all kind of shit. They hit us with the flags, man, like the NFL, man. Penalties, man. How many penalties we got, though, in the past 2 years, man, Mark?
I don't know, man.
Are we the most flagged?
Y'all are the most flagged show on the network for the last 5 years.
Penalty, like, damn, man, I can't penalty. What did that do?
Flags all up and down the 7 Mile Radio YouTube about y'all, man.
Damn, we don't do shit, man. We just, you know what I'm saying, we don't be offside or nothing.
Y'all the only show to get flagged, actually. Y'all the only one to get flagged.
And we swear the show will end and here they go. You know what I'm saying? They do us like the Lions, man. Pass interference. And I'm like, man, pass interference. Take the show down.
Go back and review the tape. Like they did Michigan last night. Go back and review the tape. Touchdown.
These niggas got instant replay on us, man. So, you know, we get flagged a lot. So, you know. So since we into that, what else we got? Twitter. You know, Elon took it over. Twitter is no longer enforcing the COVID misinfo, man. What's up with that?
Well, maybe it's actually not misinfo.
So I mean, how we gonna get back to them
maybe,
shows?
Or maybe no, because we're not on Twitter, brother.
No, I'm talking about like when because YouTube took it down too, the misinfo. YouTube and like redid their COVID misinfo. So do we get back them shows?
Probably not.
But you can say, "Oh, we sorry." You know, we made a mistake.
Got it wrong, right?
So where our shows at? Bring back them shows, YouTube, and you know, give people back they stuff. Twitter, since you know what I'm saying, you redoing the COVID misinfo.
A lot of people accounts got taken down and banned over the things that they was posting that was true, but then deemed misinformation by what they call them, the fact checkers.
The fact checkers, or the what was it? The internet watchers.
Who was there to fact check the fact checkers?
Nobody.
It's like you need lawyers to watch your lawyers and shit, cameras to watch your cameras. Who was fact checking?
It's probably just 10 niggas, man, at home, man, and they the fact checkers.
It's probably automated, and when they put in certain sentences, it just flag the shit as misinformation if it don't align.
No, because we got to talking about the dude on Facebook. Remember the Facebook dude that got caught in a pedo ring, and then some shit started happening. You know, we started getting extra flagged.
What it was?
Remember we talked about the dude that was in charge of the misinfo for Facebook.
No, he was the basically the chief of police of the Facebook. He was in charge of the community standards.
Yeah, we started talking about him, and it was just some extra weird shit going on.
He got that was crazy.
Videos was skipping, and then he like, you know what, man, I'm gonna handle you guys. You know, what else we got, man? We got okay, we got a video, man. We got a new ATM that's coming out.
A new ATM.
Yeah, we got a new ATM where y'all can compete. Listen to y'all can compete and see who got the most money. Y'all, it's gonna be like a video game, like a leadership board. Yeah, this shit will. Let's roll this little 30-second video right there.
This is an ATM where once you put in your debit card, it'll take a picture of you and it'll put your bank account balance on the leaderboards, and it'll rank you among other Art Basel guests to see who has the most money. Currently, number one is $2.9 million. It goes all the way down. I've seen it all the way to like number 79 with $0. A couple of people had $0, but it is just insane. It's a really popular ATM here, as you can see. People are hesitant to put their card in there.
Yeah, you can get ranked at your ATM. Well, I mean, people are gonna get robbed off of that.
Man, they're not gonna put that shit in the hood. That's why they can't put that in the ghetto. Like, imagine going to the Truth.
Man, the leadership or
8
anywhere
Mile.
though. You know,
imagine going to anywhere in the city, man, and you you use your ATM, and now they got all of your information on the screen, like it's a damn Pac-Man.
like that shit, Mortal Kombat.
What do you win? What do you win? Your life if you make it out of that.
I guess you win brownie points or some shit, just points. You know what I'm saying? Nowadays, they don't got to give you shit. They just give you, just put you on the leadership board, and people be happy with that. Maybe you get a.
I got the most money in the room. Look at me, everybody. Like,
right, or maybe you get a blue check on a like Twitter, man. Maybe you can buy the checks. You said right?
Yeah.
They don't even give a fuck no more. You can buy them. This is how this shit going now.
They had a fake LeBron James page with a check, a fake Elon Musk page.
You can buy the checks now. So what happened to the people that worked hard for the checks? They don't get no extra check.
Or what is it? It's like, what is it? What does it mean now? It means nothing now. If anybody can have it, because the checks was to separate people from fraudulent accounts. People know that this is the real celebrity or the real public figure's account.
Right.
And it separated them away from the fake accounts, and so people don't know the difference. But now, if you can just pay $8 a month and get a check on any page that you made, then like it defeats the purpose. It's not even worth having.
It ain't worth having no more, man. That means the shit is getting played out. So they like, you know what I'm saying, before this shit go crashing and Elon take over everything and bring back everything, let's just make people pay for checks.
well, it was alleged that, I guess, for some reason or another, Twitter needed money.
Right.
So they came up with that campaign to fundraise, for lack of a better
that's
way.
just that was before Elon took it over, right? Or that was during when he was buying it.
Around the same time. I'm not sure if it was before or after, but it was around the same time, like right.
He just took it over about 3 weeks ago.
Well, yeah,
just fully got control of Twitter because he started firing people. You know what I'm saying? And he kicked a lot of people out their offices.
I want to say that it was right before that they announced it, like they were about to do it, maybe, I guess, and then I can't recall if it was before or after. Like,
probably some chairmen, man.
Did it.
They know they was about to get fired, man. They like, fuck it, man. Let's just start charging before Elon get up in here. That's what it sounded like, you know what I'm saying? Because they know he was coming to clean house. You know what I'm saying? They've been up in Twitter, man, doing some secret stuff. You know what I'm saying? Shadow banning people, deleting people's accounts. Just you can't say the word. What's juries? The juries. I don't want to say that. You know what I'm saying? Or you get flagged for talking about the juries. I don't want to say.
You can't even say it. You understand? And that's what's scary about this whole situation. From Kanye to Kyrie to you saying what you just said. Is freedom of speech a dying thing now? Is it not?
Well, it might be a privilege in the future. It's going to become a privilege. Maybe you got to buy freedom of speech. Just for sale. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you pay a monthly membership.
freedom of speech on social media.
$100 a month.
Oh.
And we get, if you put in the promo code, you probably get it for $89 a month. Then you get to say pretty much. But you might still be some little outlines shit you can't say, but you pretty much can say what you want to say, but you can't say a lot of stuff. But you can pay per month for freedom. I mean, if not, then you go to jail. That's how it is. We slowly turning into China, man. We slowly turning into China. I mean, they always said China was the base of it. You know what I'm saying? Whatever's gonna happen in China, whatever's happening in China, pretty much years is gonna happen to the rest of the world, because China is basically the example. You know what I'm saying? Some people think the Chinese is really running the world or racing to be the leaders of the world, but man, they up under the thumb of white supremacy, man. They got that. They the ones made China. You know what I'm saying? So they got them in the pocket. They probably got a bunch of their leaders, man, caught up with children, pictures of their children. You know how they operate, man. The Epstein type thing. You know what I'm saying? Where they get everybody caught up on scandals, and then, you do what we say, we're going to drop these pictures on the Summer Jam screen. We're going to drop these pictures. It's just crazy. So since we're talking about China, Guess what's back, man, Mark? In China. We got the anal swabs back. And so right now in the past 2 weeks, man, I think China brought in the military the other day because the people just fighting back now. They tired of the lockdown. You got police running around in hazmat suits, locking people down. You got robots. Remember, you got the robot dogs that to kill you. You got, if they on lockdown, there's rumors that
I still say that video that you sent was a artificially inseminated video.
You talking about with the dog?
When they was fighting them, the robot dog, and he jumped up and knocked the table over.
No, that's a real company. But I had another one.
Company, but that was a exaggerated video. That was a CGI video.
Could have been. But we had the one weeks ago where China dropped off the dog. Remember, with the gun, and remember they had the dog with the bullhorn on it going around, telling people in Chinese to stay their asses on lockdown.
Yep.
So let's roll this China protest video and let's get a little bit deeper into that.
这个我没有认真去想过，因为这次事情对我来说影响不是特别大，因为在居家办公嘛，所以对我来说影响不大。但是看他们就是为了自由去争取，还是挺振奋人心的吧。对，如果长时间封控的话，肯定人会受不了的。对，所以说抗议我也觉得。不对。
Yeah, now the last video, that was the anal swabs.
When a girl was screaming?
Yeah, they humiliating the people over there in China, man, and they fed up. The Xi Jinping then labeled himself dictator for life over there, president for life. And they just tired of it right now. They like, man, you know what I'm saying? It's about to be an uprising in China. China brought in the military the other day to try to crack down on the people. And what's going to happen is going to be another Tiananmen Square. I don't know if you're familiar with the Tiananmen Square. Where back in the 80s when I was a kid, I was watching the news. They was in China. It was an uprising. And they just told the news, look, cut the cameras. Cut the cameras. And they just start slaughtering people when the cameras was off. Look that up, Tiananmen Square in China. So, I mean, it's brewing up to be a massacre in China right now, man. And the people right now, they saying that it can be a coup in China right now. They want to take over take out the president for life, Xi Jinping, which is ran by, Klaus Schwab. That's his boy. He looks up to China and say what they doing is a great thing. How they controlling their people. And, Bill Gates is also one of the friends of Xi Jinping, and most of most of their technology over there was given to them by Google and Facebook over in China right now. And so they actually testing it out so they can bring whatever, work out the kinks. We're going to give you this shit right now, let you use all this technology. And then, we're going to show us what we can do on how we can use this in the United States. That's basically what it is. China is a test ground state. I mean, test ground country. Because you can,
got so many people, their population, right, so large.
But if you ever want a business, like you got the 7 Mile Radio popping off. If you want to get like mass merch, you can go over there, before all this COVID stuff, and go and get shirts, hoodies, but for the low. 7 Mile Nikes, the whole nine. They'll just give it to you for the low. Because, that's where they go over there, you can basically test out any type of product over there. Like say you got some 7 Mile lotion, and you know what I'm saying, you want to get past all the samples and experiments and all that. You just go over there and just bring it out. They test it on their own people for you. Like we got it. We got some people right now. We test it out. They probably be all in cages and shit over there.
Man, come on, shoot.
This is real shit. You know what I'm saying? We done broke down China, man. Come on, with the gutter oil.
Yeah.
Frying up chicken in old slop oil and shit oil, refined. So China, man, right now you can literally go over there and do whatever you want. Imagine a white man that's a billionaire. I could just go over there and do whatever. So it's getting crazy. What else we got? We got the video too, man. San Francisco just okayed city council. I think it got to go up to another branch up in the city, but the city council just approved for the police to use robots to kill humans.
Yep.
Remember the first robot to use to kill a human was on the black dude that killed 6 police in Dallas. Remember they blew him up, or they killed him with the robot. First robot. What they say that's the first killed by a robot. But I mean, come on, let's talk about the drones. But you know, they don't talk. I guess they don't put them in there.
Top secret information.
They don't. You know, they don't include the drones. All the people that got killed with the drones. Ain't them robots? You know what I'm saying? So. San Francisco, because you know San Francisco right now is going through all the smash and grabs. You can't hold people for smash and grabs in California right now.
I thought that was New York that they was doing.
They got that in New York too.
Oh, okay.
Chicago, remember the Chicago? They can't hold people. They got the one law they trying to bring in where you can do a murder or larceny and all that, and they can't hold you, can't give you no bond or nothing. Because these cities right now is out of control. San Francisco right now used to be, that's where Silicon Valley is on the outside of San Francisco. But San Francisco was a beautiful city, but now they tearing it up. Smash and grabs, car thefts, jacking, and everything is going on. So the people fed up in San Francisco. I think they ran up in Nancy Pelosi's house, allegedly. You know, so they like, hold up, man. We need some robots out here. You know, ain't that's what China using?
Pretty much.
So I just told y'all, China is the test ground country for what they gonna do over here. They tested it out all during the COVID with the robots and all that in China. So now look, San Francisco
speaking of that, the COVID, you saying they testing grounds for what's going to happen over here. You remember years ago when we seen outbreaks happening in China and over there in the Asian countries,
right?
And the masks first came out, and
right?
We was looking at them like they were weird. Like, yeah, when they the whole country wearing masks. I remember thinking to myself, like, so everybody over there wearing masks. Like, that's
well,
crazy.
They've been wearing a mask for a minute because you know they got the pollution. So they've been on that mask for a minute.
Well, yeah, that's what
and
I'm
the
saying.
bird flu and all that.
The bird flu was another one. It was some other
SARS.
SARS. It was SARS, right?
MERS.
Yeah, SARS and MERS. But it was SARS the first time that I remember seeing the mask out there.
Right.
And again, we seen that happen over here.
The test grounds
for what they want, what they're preparing for us.
See what the Illuminati or what the hidden hand do, they put it over there in China, give it to them first, because them people over there, you know what I'm saying, they've been beat down for thousands of years and obedient for thousands of years until they finally rise up. You know what I'm saying? China has known in history to rise up, take out the damn emperors and all that shit, or vice versa, the emperors that's been killing the people. So it's years of this going on with the people being obedient over there. Japan too, you know. And so, but shit like that is kind of harder to work or put the shit on Americans, because you know what I'm saying, we protest, we uprise, and we got them blickies. We got them blickies, man. We like some of the only country in the world, man. We got blickies en masse. So how you gonna try to lock down these niggas? You see that didn't work during the COVID.
I think they said when that oh man, what was it? I forget. I don't know if it was when the Ukraine thing first popped off, but they said that there's more guns amongst the citizens in the state of Texas than there are amongst the citizens in the whole country of Russia.
Remember Michigan got more guns, we reported, than Russia.
Oh, was it Michigan?
Michigan. Mm-hmm. Michigan has more guns in the state of Michigan than the country of Russia. So imagine trying to lock down these niggas. It didn't work.
Texas.
But it was Michigan. You can look it up. Yes, Michigan has more guns, weaponry, than goddamn Russia.
The whole country.
And so imagine trying to lock down the United States. It didn't work. You see what happened during the COVID, all the riots, all the smash and grabs. I think in Chicago they fucking broke into the zoo and let out the animals. They couldn't stop it. They said, you know what I'm saying, how we gonna stop these niggas? They said, fuck it, we gotta come out with stimulus checks, man. Put them back in there, let them go back in the house. Give them stimulus checks, PP loans or something. We gotta give them something. You know. But let's get into the San Francisco OK's robots to kill humans video.
Major American city have been given the authority to use remote-controlled robots that are capable of using deadly force in emergency situations. CBS's Jeff Begaze reports there was vocal opposition to the plan.
San Francisco police are assuring the public that robots armed with explosives would only be used sparingly.
We have somebody who's shooting, killing people, a sniper, etc. We're going to do everything we can to stop the threat.
The city's Board of Supervisors voted overwhelmingly in favor of the idea Monday night. But those against it raised ethical concerns and cited the impact on people of color.
You got to recognize they will be disproportionately used against black and brown communities.
For the last decade, the militarization of police has increasingly been a concern. In 2014, heavy weaponry in Ferguson, Missouri, sparked a backlash after Michael Brown's fatal police shooting. Armed robots are part of that debate. Currently, there are more than 1,000 robots and unmanned vehicles in use by police departments, primarily by bomb squads. The policies in cities like San Francisco could clear the way for an expanded use of robots as weapons.
He's down.
One of the first such incidents happened in 2016, when Dallas police deployed one against a suspect who had gunned down 5 police officers. In a statement today, San Francisco police acknowledged that it does not have a specific plan in place on when to use armed robots.
If we get to a point where there's uncertainty about who is responsible for the ultimate death of the individual causing whatever chaos they were causing, that is where I think it would be problematic.
A major American city have been given the authority to use.
Now imagine who is the emergency situations. It's niggas.
It's us.
You seen, you know what I'm saying, when they got to talk about the emergency situations, they went right to Ferguson.
Right to Ferguson.
We got to get these niggas. They was uprising, and you know, during the COVID. Remember, during the COVID, cities was burning up too, but the suburbs was raided too. Scottsdale, Arizona. They went to Beverly Hills. They went to Times Square, New York, and shut it down. I think they robbed the Rolex spot. Took all the Rollies. They went. I think we had videos of niggas all in California, man, just going down the escalator with all the Louis Vuitton. They was in Chicago, downtown Chicago. So what did that do to the white people? It scared the shit out of them. They talking about taking the guns. No, gun sales went up. Now they said, shit, man, we got to get these niggas. We got to have robots outside of Bloomfield Hills, man, patrolling. You know, we grew up watching RoboCop.
We literally got RoboCop out here now.
You know, so they gonna use these robots on us. That's what they really mean. Emergency situation niggas. They just don't want to say it. But soon they said emergency situations, they rolled right to the niggas. Just like clockwork. Didn't they? That shit sad. But you know, you already know where they gonna use it. And what was the first situation used on? Niggas. Niggas shot down 6 cops. Oh, bring the robots out. He was tearing their ass up in Dallas. And remember, he was an ex-cop. So they say, we can't beat this dude. He know our tactics. Send the robots out. Scary asses. You know? But that's what it's really used for. It's used for us. And it's gonna be used to patrol our neighborhoods. They've been using robots. I think I know when the Super Bowl came to Detroit, to surveillance this mug, they had drones in the sky. That was like the first Super Bowl they used drones. We got this Super Bowl up in Detroit. I mean, we can't watch every corner. We got celebrities coming in here. Fuck it, send the drones up. That way, and niggas still was getting bust. People still was getting bust, you know.
Yeah, most definitely was.
So, man, that's what they going. That's what they okaying. That's why they okaying the robots, man, to use on us.
Yep.
They tested it out in China. Xi Jinping said, "Yep, this is what works." And they gave the data to Google. Google, you know, San Francisco is what? Well, that's where Silicon Valley is at.
Exactly.
Come on, yo. It's gonna start from San Francisco and it's gonna end in the whole all the U.S. cities. I think Detroit. We have the gun. What's the thing? Shot spotter. And that's been out because one day I woke up. This was way back in like 2008, Mark. I happened to be on a Sunday like today. I wake up early, 6 in the morning. I put on TV. The first thing, it was like a little news thing. They was talking about that program.
Yeah, Shot Spotter been out. The first one, the first one that was on the east side was in the 8 Mile and Gratiot area. It was right behind that plaza where the Dunkin' Donuts, well, you know, the plaza behind the Dunkin' Donuts, but that block right there that leads up to 8 Mile is the corner of, I think it's that street and Regent, I believe it was the first one that they installed over here on the red, and this was years ago. This was like you said, 2008ish, 2008-9ish.
Well, whatchamacallit had it first. I know Wayne State, they police they had one of the safest zones in the country. That Wayne State area, the Wayne State police, and so they had the shot spotters over there because that's how they help usher in the what is that area called? Midtown. They converted into Midtown. Was the cash corridors and all that. How do we clean this area up and get rid of the stigma of cash corridors with all the crime and the bums? We just rename it. We don't want to keep the cash. I mean, we're gonna keep the cash corridors. We're gonna have a sign, you know, remembrance. But we're gonna rename this Midtown. Same as like, you know what I'm saying? They do this all over the country. Same as like South Central is now south of LA. They don't want to, you know what I'm saying, remember the old
South Central.
And, you know what I'm saying, people, I live in South Central. What? Oh, my God.
Right.
Well, I live in south of L.A. Same shit. You know. So, yeah, man, they bringing in these robots and all this, man, and to police us. What we got next? We got the new video. We talking about war. The Air Force has debuted the new stealth. We haven't had a new stealth since what, the 80s, early 90s. The new stealth. Remember,
they tested this out. Right when you said earlier, oh, they rolling it out. We don't know if it worked yet. They've been testing it over there on Russia, helping the Ukraine out. This is what they're helping the Ukraine with.
Yeah, that's what Putin was saying. Saying that you know what I'm saying, that they're getting armed by the United States. United States say we ain't arming them. That's what's the other name? That's NATO.
Right, but the United States is a part of NATO. So
yeah, remember Trump had got up out that shit, man, and Biden came back and signed us back on.
Right.
So let's roll this video of the new Air Force. I mean, the Air Force debuting the new stealth fighter jet.
The United States Air Force has a new strategic long-range stealth bomber, and it's built in Palmdale. The military says its destructive power is unmatched. It was unveiled tonight in a ceremony that looked like a Hollywood production. It has quite literally been shrouded in secrecy. America's newest long-range, stealthy, strategic bomber, the B-21 Raider, unveiled at Northrop Grumman's Plant 42 in Palmdale. Based on artist renderings, it looks a lot like the B-2 it's replacing. Like the B-2, it's meant to penetrate enemy defenses undetected, and it's capable of delivering nuclear weapons.
Our long-range bombers provide the United States and our allies with effects at range and at lethality unmatched anywhere.
It's meant as a deterrent to make any potential adversary think twice about attacking America or its interests.
We are again making it plain to any potential foe. The risk and the cost of aggression far outweigh any conceivable gains.
The B-21's true capabilities, classified, of course. We can't even tell you exactly what it looks like. The Air Force controlled the cameras at the unveiling, so this is the only view you can get. Even the cost of the B-21 has not been made public, although it's estimated at a staggering $750 million apiece. What do the taxpayers get for their money? A weapon designed to deter aggression or respond to it
every time and everywhere.
The
Yeah, 2025 is not looking good. We'll have robots out on the streets patrolling. Fucking
Trump's back in office.
Oh, you already know he about, you know what I'm saying, he gave all that money to the police. He said, Trump said last week, man, you know what I'm saying, when he get back in office, he locking up all the dope dealers.
That's what he said.
So I know I was watching the clip Cat Williams said, well, shit, he need to be locking up Pfizer,
right,
Brown and all, you know, Merck and all the rest of these,
Johnson
& Johnson. They the real dope dealers. They the ones out here pushing all the opioids. So, but I digress. You know. So let's get into some more. Did you know it was a 30% tax on the Apple Store? Man. And it's a secret tax. This is what Elon said, because you know they're trying to take Elon's Twitter off of Apple.
Yeah, off the Apple app.
Mm-hmm.
Boy, he off the Play Store. That's the word I'm looking for.
Right, but that's how they threaten you. If you don't do what we do, we'll take you off the Play Store. We'll take your ass off. You better ask Trump. And ask Alex Jones and RZA Islam. And who else? Farrakhan. Next is gonna be us. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, it's a 30. Y'all didn't know it was a 30% secret tax on the App Store. Secret. They don't even tell y'all. And I don't like Apple phones anyway. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know people right now. Y'all probably watching on y'all Apples. You can't even set the Apple up without a credit card. You can't even download the app. I don't even care if it's $0. You still got to put your credit card on there. Versus my Android, you don't got to do all that. But Apple wants your credit card, and notice how your credit card be getting broke into, or Apple, you know what I'm saying, we made a mistake, our system got hacked. No, nigga, they sold y'all credit cards and numbers, man. They just selling them to the hackers, making billions of dollars. You know, we give you 100,000 names. Just give us 500 mil. They actually doing this. They're selling the data. So when they say they got caught selling data, what's in the data? Your credit cards, your Social Security. Yeah, they just selling it. Don't think they wouldn't. You know what I'm saying? Come on, y'all. Y'all know y'all be selling that shit too. If y'all was Apple. All right, what else we got? Let's start off. We're gonna get into this Balenciaga, but let's before we get into the Balenciaga thing, Planned Parenthood director claims kids are sexual beings from birth while promoting their useful porn literature for the kids. This is real shit. Planned Parenthood director is bringing out new porn literature to be put into the schools to teach 5th graders about sex. 4th and 5th graders. They should be talking about coding and stuff. See, this is why we're behind in the world in education. You don't see China going over there teaching their 4th and 5th graders about sex. They teaching them how to break into accounts. They teaching them on how to code, on how to build technology, on how to secure shit. We over 10
here, years old, can program an app, can write an app.
And versus our 10-year-old, you know what I'm saying, be crying in YouTube.
Jack off, right? You know what I'm saying? Come on, man.
Skillful and jacking off at 10. You know what I'm saying? How's this future going to be for the United States? How's the citizens going to be in 2030? Are we going to be so total dumbed down to where we just going to be prisoners, man, on our headsets? That's how they want it.
That's how they want it.
You know, the world is fucked up and, you know, robots is everywhere outside. Just put your headset on and go to sleep. Ain't that what Ready Player One, the movie, was talking about? The world was so messed up, they, you know what I'm saying, they had to put these headsets on and go into another world. Because the world was messed up. You know, you got diseases outside. You don't want to go outside. So this is what they want for you. So let's get into this Balenciaga thing, man.
I thought you was going to play the other Planned Parenthood video.
Okay, we got that video? Yeah. Okay, let's play that Planned Parenthood video, too. Yep.
By Planned Parenthood is being used right now by teachers in Sacramento City schools. The lesson plan encourages more supportive discussions about casual sex and eliminates women from pregnancy conversations to promote gender-inclusive language.
Jack Brewer is the CEO of the Brewer Group and a former NFL player and joins us now. Jack, what do you make of this lesson plan? It should be shocking, but sadly it's not.
Yeah, it's very sickening, you know, working with youth as much as I do. Seeing these type of things is disturbing because you understand the vulnerability of all of these kids and how young that they are, kids that are trying to figure out and identify who they are. Sexuality is something that's always a hard conversation, but it's one that when you bring in confusion, you're bringing in manipulation. And manipulation is witchcraft, and I think that's something that we have to understand is that the spirituality of these children, we are completely undermining, and it's having grim results. I mean, no matter what you think about LGBT or transgender or all of that, there was a study done in Canada that found that kids were 5 times more likely to commit suicide if they're a transgender. So when you start confusing these kids, you're actually increasing the mental health issues of these children. And I think we all need to take a step back here and evaluate really where we align morality-wise across our nation, because we are literally playing Russian roulette with the souls of our children.
See, there you go. See, I show y'all these videos so because y'all might not believe it, but y'all will believe the white people. You know what I'm saying? So when I come with the Fox or when I come with the CNN pics, then people be like, damn.
But if you would have just said this with no...
Hey, man, he lying, man.
He just making shit
that
up.
Nigga show be lying like a mug. So I got to come with these videos, man, because I don't even believe it most of the time. Like, what? What in the hell do Planned Parenthood got to do with sex education? They take out babies.
Population control. That's what they got to do with it.
But if you do the research, you know what I'm saying, for the Martha Sanger and all that from back in the day who helped set up Planned Parenthood, Bill Gates' parents, you know, they funded it. Now you see why. Who's investing into what in the future? Oh, this was set up, you know. And so now people don't even believe their favorite designer is into child pedophilia. They don't believe that their favorite artist is actually in bondage or got handlers, like your man Kanye West said. People got handlers. People like, what's a handler? People that handles your business for you and tell you what to do. You know, you got these jewelry handlers. Supposedly, this is what your man Kanye West. He was on the Alex Jones show on the other day with his bondage mask
attire
on. Right. You know, and people were saying like, why are you coming out against Balenciaga now, Kanye? You did shows for him. So, you know, let's get into this Balenciaga video and let them break it down before we even get deeper into this. And after the video, this 4-minute video, we're going to get into these runways. I had to like break down some of these runways that they was into. Let's break down this Balenciaga video right quick.
The evil abuse of children that the world is waking up to today has been going on for many, many years. The Industrial Revolution was fueled by hundreds of thousands of children sold off of orphan trains at local fairs across the country, many of which were born within orphan asylums and referred to as foundlings. History shows us that not everyone sees an innocent child as someone to protect, and the Balenciaga scandal is exposing a hidden cult that celebrates the death and torture of children. The same photographer who placed the Supreme Court ruling on child porn in the Balenciaga ad that sparked this whole recent scandal also did a photo shoot for France's Double magazine that featured a traumatized-looking child having her passport photo taken for a trip to the same Disney cruise line that provides snorkeling trips off the coast of Epstein's Island, otherwise known as Little St. James. Both photo shoots appear to have been styled by Russian stylist Lada Volkova, a highly celebrated stylist in the fashion industry who works for Vogue, Adidas, Chanel, and has been a top stylist for Balenciaga since 2014. She has deleted her Instagram account since the scandal hit, but archived images show a dark appreciation for child abuse, images of violent pedophilia, child torture, child disembowelment, Satanism, and cannibalism. Many of these images are appreciated by her rich and famous designer friends, Gosha Rubchinsky and Marc Jacobs, both accused of peddling pedophilia in their own work. A recent video shows what appears to be fake babies sold in blood-spattered Balenciaga swag.
What's in your bag? In my bag, like stuff for baby. Like, can we do a what's in your bag? Yeah, can we do a what's in the bag, please? Should I hold it for you and you can take things out? Excuse me. Yeah. Look, there's like when she starts to cry, like then when she's gonna pee, I don't know. Then when she's boring, she's boring. Yeah, everything possible.
Right as the Balenciaga scandal goes viral, Hollywood actress Nicole Kidman, who was recently glamorizing eating bugs, proudly releases her own Balenciaga ad on Instagram. From what we are learning about these people, it seems strange for us to put our faith in any single one of them. And by all appearances, this wasn't an accident. It seems to be another demoralizing psyop.
The Balenciaga stuff just gets worse and worse. Check this out.
The people that recruited all of the models for Balenciaga's runway show was a woman called Rachel Chandler, who has been on Jeffrey Epstein's island. She's even posted a picture on Instagram of CCTV footage back in 2013, bragging about being on the island.
This stuff's got me wondering if all high-end fashion brands are just fronts for human trafficking. So most of us know by now that Balenciaga got themselves canceled by having BDSM bears photographed with children. The same style bears were featured in one of their last runway shows, which was held in a mud pit, as if the brand weren't disgusting enough. But who opened for the show? Yeah, Kanye West was pretty close with Balenciaga before they got canceled for that last photo shoot. Kanye's been all over the place for years. Everybody knows that. I'm sure he's been through a lot. I feel for him, but let's keep our eyes open, yeah?
It's a very small club, and yet the majority of us still seem to obsess over them. Like,
so they showing their hand right now, and they don't give a damn. They putting it all subliminal messages all on their Instagram, all in their photos, and they love the kids. This is Satanism at its height, yo. You don't want to believe it, but most of the fashion houses, if not all, are Romans. Don't they come from Italy?
I just seen a video recently, man, and you probably seen it too, man, where there was, I can't recall the country, but it was almost like a big ass, it looked like what over here, how we have pop-up events and shit, you know,
right.
It was an outdoor festival type of situation, but it was all Satanists.
Oh, yeah.
And they was walking up to some booth, and they was getting upside down crosses painted on their forehead and saying "Hail Satan" and all of this other. I'm like, yo, and this is blatant outside, and now, of course it wasn't in the United States, but
well, they got we reported this year.
Now,
last
I'm not saying
year.
that they aren't. They don't exist. Like, we don't have Satan.
We got the Satan Expo. Remember, I think the Satan Expo that's going to be next year in Scottsdale, Arizona. Satan Expo. So, you know, they just out here with the Satanism. And like Kanye West, you know what I'm saying, is he really against it? Because he was with it.
He opened the show.
Right. Help produce the shows. And, you know, we can show the Doja Cat pic. She got the Balenciaga bondage outfit on. And we've been talking about Doja for some weeks now. She's like I call it demonic right now. I'm thinking there's some type of demon in that. Go on Doja Cat Instagram, y'all, right now, and look at Doja Cat pics, and you tell me she ain't possessed. She done cut off her hair. I think she done tattooed her gums. And you should see some of these pics she doing. It's like she's doing these weird pics where she's like, you ever seen an exorcist, man? How they coming down the stairs backwards? She's doing pics like that. I can't make it up. People go on her Instagram and tell me I'm not lying. And I just show people like, man, this is Doja Cat. They like, man, this is Doja Cat? Go on Instagram and tell me. You know? And so these people is out there right now loving the kids, and they want to take over the kids because the kids right now in Satanism is a thing with the demons because the kids represent innocence. So if we could take their innocence, that's the thing for the devil. That's like God's, what do they call them? God's children. So they want to take their innocence from them, putting girls and kids up in ads in a bondage outfit for Balenciaga to showcase their shoes. And people weren't really seeing it. They like, you know what I'm saying? Oh, that's a nice outfit. Then you break down the video or the pic. They're like, well, why is the kid got the teddy bear with some straps around it?
Teddy bear bondage? What is this?
Why did the teddy? And then you get to looking at it. Why do the teddy bear got black eyes? Yeah. But you just thinking it's just the shoes. Oh, the Balenciaga, them nice shoes. Then you get to looking at the kid standing on top of the couch, holding up a teddy bear with a bondage outfit on. Then you get to be like, hold up. This is kind of making me feel weird. You know? But if you're thinking I'm lying, let's break down some of these Balenciaga runways. I put together some Balenciaga runways. And if you don't think these is demonic, I want you to look at these models. Because these models don't look like regular models. You know, Mark, the models just come down the runway, boom. They walking down, they turn, they looking very life and sexy and alive and bright, the whole nine. But if we break down these Balenciaga runways, I want you to just look at these people and how they walk down the runway. Let's roll it right quick, man. Mark.
Des yeux qui font baisser les miens, un rire qui se perce sur sa bouche, voilà le portrait sans retouche de l'homme auquel j'appartiens. Quand il me prend dans ses bras, qu'il me parle tout bas, je vois la...
Shit looks like different.
Did them niggas come from hell?
Yeah, like different stages. Like if hell was Mario Brothers, we just watched different stages, different levels.
And why they walking so fast?
Why are they looking like that in the face?
Nigga lot. I'm like, damn.
They looking real zombified. Like even in like everything, the way they looking in the face, the way they moving. Like
I had to break that down to y'all. Like, look at these. Look at they runways. The first one started off going around the eye. The second one was the clones. Everybody got their phones out. The clones. Everybody got on all black. I'm like, damn, who in the hell go to these damn runway events?
The whole vibe of it.
Yeah.
And the music that they were playing. And like some of them was like, we had one where it was a TikTok video that was probably added. But, like the one with the Kanye, and then the other one, like I think you said the clone one was everybody was all white, with everybody wearing black. Like that was just, it was just, I don't know, man. Like I'm an energy I tap into energy and shit.
Right,
like
I
that
can't
shit
be
just
into that shit.
That shit felt real weird just even looking at it.
Looked like I was on the
being there. I'm sure it was a crazy.
Everybody dressed up as Mr. Smith from the Matrix. That's how they look. I can't make it up. Creepy, right? Yeah. So this is what's out. You know what I'm saying? But you know, they into the kids. And the kids right now, because, you know, I done heard people like, well, who in the hell is wearing Balenciaga? The kids. Them little niggas with no jobs isn't affording it. Because a pair of Balenciagas hit you for some gym shoes like $1,200.
I'll say $1,100.
And don't talk about the bubble jacket my man was wearing. That shit about $3,500. You know? So I don't know too many people wearing Balenciaga. I don't know nobody. You know what I'm saying? But obviously somebody buying that shit. Look at the money they got. Look at the events they putting on. Gotta have some money.
Kids with them. I've seen young, kids. I don't know if those are the $1,100-$1,200 pair. I don't know if they got cheaper ones. It's probably $600 or whatever.
No, they got the. I didn't, because I deal with the kids with the job I got, and yeah, they got some Balenciagas. They got them. They like kind of like big, and yeah, they got.
Yeah, they got the bumper on the back, like a bumper.
Yeah, something
on
like
the back.
that. Yeah, with some reflectors on it or something. Yeah, they cost. And I'm like, how much them cost? $1,100, $1,200. Oh, okay. So I mean, they getting money. They got Kim Kardashian. She says, she's still rocking with Balenciaga, even though,
She got how many kids?
Yeah, but she says she dealing with Balenciaga. She's an ambassador for Balenciaga. So she like, no, I'm still rocking with it. Because people like, are you going to disavow Balenciaga? Or are you going to, what I'm saying, and separate yourself from Balenciaga? She like, no. They pay me too much. So Balenciaga got the celebrities on lock with money. You know what I'm saying? So somebody's buying it. Because shit, look at them, the set they putting on. The set's costing looking like, what, a few million? To put them sets up? Yeah, they got some legendary sets. But of course they can get away with it. When you got Biden, he seems to be hiring all of them. Because look at the dude that's in charge of the nukes. The dude that the non-binary dude that Biden hired that's in charge of the nukes got caught at the airport trying to steal a Louis Vuitton luggage. These niggas is they above the law. Like, you gotta make over $600,000 to $700,000, if not more. You can't go get your own luggage. He like, man, I'm just gonna go run these luggage. I like it. Nobody's gonna stop me. And they arrested his ass. Yeah, this is real stories, yo. This is who we got in the White House right now. All these people. And they all got ties to Balenciaga too, because they got Michelle Obama picked with her. She came with the Balenciaga boots. Google that. So Balenciaga is getting money. They're buying it. Your favorite black woman bought the Balenciaga boots and rocked them. So they're not coming out. You don't hear Michelle Obama coming out against her right now. And that's y'all girl. Y'all probably right now telling me, don't talk about Michelle. She ain't know. Come on, yo.
Shit,
Michael knew. Michelle knew.
They probably got Balenciagas on right now.
Right. Yeah, they got the Balenciaga
Sick
roll
about
right
it,
now.
But, a lot of people wear that shit. T-shirts. I see socks. All kinds of different Balenciaga apparel out here in general population.
Right. And like they said, they also work with the other houses. When I'm talking about houses, the designer houses, Marc Jacobs, they work with the Louis Vuittons. They work with the Moschino. These are houses. The house of Versace, the house of Gucci. Gucci always in the mix. You know what I'm saying? They don't even be into the too much child. They just straight racism. Like, just fucking niggas. And niggas still be like, I'm rocking that shit, man. You know what I'm saying? We reported Detroit got a new Gucci store. Where is that? Right downtown. Smack of the hood, man. And didn't Gucci put up monkeys or had like a monkey keychain or something?
Well, they had a blackface character on a sweater, I believe, and a couple other different.
So they just doing all kind of shit. They into racism, child pedophilia. They into it all. Satanism. Fuck it, I'm going back to Rock Fubu. Fuck that.
Hey, they're supposed to be coming back. I've seen it in quite a few stores.
Give me some Fubu, y'all. Give me some Fubu. Damn, man. They ain't had little kids all walking down the runway like that. Damn. I don't want to go to that runway. Shit, man. Evil spirits might inhabit my body. So, you know, so Satanism is everywhere. So now we getting into the holiday season.
Boy, I was about to say, even around this, especially around this time of year.
We get into the holiday season. We all know the holiday season is a joke. It's all commercial. The whole holiday, everybody going shopping, getting thousands, Black Friday, all that.
And a made-up holiday just specifically for shopping.
But nobody talking about Jesus. Isn't that supposed to be his birthday month or something? Nobody gives a damn. I'm going shopping for Christmas, and this nigga's a Satanist. You know, putting up Christmas trees. But if you really knew the origins and where the Christmas tree come from, you wouldn't be putting it up in your house.
Putting it in your house.
Says it in the Bible, don't put it up. But, you know, I digress on that. I ain't going to get too deep into the Bible. But, you know, I don't know nothing. But, you know, we got the new Santa movie that's out right now. With the dude, Tim the Tool Man. What's his name? Forget it. You know what I'm talking about. Tim the Tool Man. He from Michigan,
Is his
too.
name Tim Taylor for real? No.
Tim
Tim Allen.
Tim Allen. You know, he plays Santa, right?
Mm-hmm.
So he got all these popular Santa movies and everything.
Right.
So, let's just roll this video right quick, this last video, and then we'll talk about it after that.
Merry Christmas, I got it up and said with
Kelly. There we go. That's my name.
It doesn't surprise me. Merry Christmas, I got it up and said with another.
Kelly. There we go. That's my name.
It doesn't surprise me.
So they put it in movies like it's cute and funny. But they paying homage to Satan right there in your face. It was just a ritual done right then and there. But you think it's a joke. Oh, it's just a movie. It's just a movie. We dealing with Satanists, yo. And it's all coming out. And it seems like it's really been coming out, too, since they opened that portal up. That's just me. CERN. A lot of people might not know what CERN is, but CERN is the hydrogen collider.
Yep.
And I think they reopened it back up sometime this year, and it's just some strange shit started happening.
Last year.
This year, last year, or somebody. I know my man opened it up for him one day too. Tom Hanks. They brought in a celebrity to open up. Look that up. Tom Hanks opened up CERN.
And then he was he was the first celebrity to catch COVID. Remember, they was in
Right.
Australia. Him and his wife.
Right. Remember them magically the first people that was catching the COVID was the celebrities. And they kept saying, "Well, Judah, you know, the reason why because they around everybody and shaking hands and they on sets." Well, what about the niggas at Chrysler? What about these niggas that's going to the malls? All in Myers. So the celebrities hang around more people than the customers at Myers? All them nasty ass buggies? Come on, yo. That was the setup. Then they made you believe it like, the celebrities got it. Then it started gradually getting to the people because they were spraying it. And they tried that same tactics with the Mpox, but it just didn't work. He's like, hell no, man, we ain't staying in the house for this shit, man. This shit look like it's coming from a certain group. Remember everybody, monkeypox, it's deadly. On the buggies. I'm like, come on, man, don't start with that. I have my own people, man. You know that monkeypox out here. Then niggas start barbecuing like, you know what, man? Fuck this shit. Fuck this shit. I'm going to the mall, man. You know, monkeypox out there, man. Fuck the monkeys, man. You know, this is what happened. People just like, man, say hell with it. We been did the China uprising. We been did that. Remember one time back, we couldn't even go to the parks. Remember they was giving all them niggas them tickets?
Yeah, it was what was the park today at what was it? Not Palmer Park.
It was at River Rouge.
Rouge Park.
But what happened to the tickets?
No, they ended up not.
It wasn't no law.
Yeah,
nobody paid it anyway. You know, nobody. You can't even get a warrant for it.
It was all over the news too, man, and everybody up there was getting tickets for.
And you know what the police said? Man, I'm not about to get writing these tickets, man, catching the COVID. I gotta get out. Remember, the police didn't even want to get out. Real talk. 'Cause remember, the police was dying. Remember, Chief Craig had the COVID, and all the police and the bus drivers, they just stopped pulling over niggas. Man, all you had to do was call.
That one bus driver died from COVID.
Yeah, a lot of them was getting murdered. A lot of them end up going to the hospital. But that's a whole nother story. You know, this one get flagged. Oh,
misinformation.
A lot of them was get killed. But you know what happened? Cops wasn't getting out too, man, risking their lives to write a ticket and you coughing in that mug. But I digress, man. I think that's about it, man. I think that's about it. But we just slowly broke down all this. Mm-hmm. Anything else in there, Mark, you got?
No, man. I think you did it, man. I think you did it on this one.
Right. I don't want to get flagged for misinfo. Yeah, that's why, you know, we love Satan.
No. The views and opinions that you hear
that's what they got on Santa.
The Hidden Hand podcast are not those of 7 Mile Radio.
And before I go, a lot of y'all niggas gonna play that movie on Christmas.
Yeah. Well, like literally, people know the character Santa, which what they just showed you. It's just a play on the name Satan.
Right.
For real.
Yeah, Saint Nick, and you know, look up the history of Saint Nick in Europe. So you know, that's about it. But anything else, Mark, you got?
Nope, I'm out of here, man.
Well, I guess we'll see you next week. I'm Judo Woke Ace.
Yes, sir.
We got Mark from 7 Mile. Miz will be back next week, and we'll see you. Peace.